Welcome back to another video. My name is Matt and I help people overcome retroactive jealousy. In this video, I want to talk to you about three retroactive jealousy myths. Myths that we are going to that's a hard one, that we are going to bust today. So you'll know for certain that if you're experiencing any of this, if you're feeling any of these, they are untrue and you can break free from retroactive jealousy once and for all. Before we get started though, if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button, that will activate YouTube's algorithm and get the video out to more people that really need to see it. So I would greatly appreciate it. And one more thing before we start the video, if you need some more help in overcoming retroactive jealousy, please check out the links in the description below. I have three incredible courses, all based on different aspects of retroactive jealousy that will help you overcome this thing once and for all. I really think these are the most powerful courses you will find anywhere in the world today. They've helped thousands of people already, and I know they can help you. You can choose from the three, or you can bundle all of them for one amazing price. All of them come with complimentary, that's right, free email coaching with me. No worries about having to pay thousands of dollars for help. I'll give you my personal email address anytime you purchase a course, and I'll help you overcome this thing once and for all. Okay, let's get to the three myths. I'm having such trouble. Myths today with that. Is there another word I can call them? I just won't refer to them. Three retroactive jealousy untruths. How about that? Number one, it's incurable. Okay, this is one I run into a lot with people. I mean, I was right there. The entire time I was suffering from RJ. It's incurable. I will never be able to overcome this. I'll never be able to overcome this. I'm going to feel like this forever. This is a forever thing. That can seem very real, especially when we're just stuck in a horrible day or a horrible month, or just the emotions are so real to us that it just feels like there is no way out. I personally, and I've told the story a lot, so I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but I thought it was so incurable at one point when I was suffering so harshly from it that I thought the only way that I will be able to cure this thing is if I take my own life, if I end my life. I remember, I'll never forget this moment, probably for the rest of my life. I will never forget it, because this is 4 years ago now. Yeah, we're right around about 4-year anniversary now of this taking place. But I looked in the mirror. I remember looking in the mirror. This was an old apartment that I lived in, and looking at myself in the eyes and say, this is the only way. This is the only way that I can cure this, that I can stop this pain, is to end my life. And from there till now, and not even now, from about that point till about 2 months later, I was cured. And I got out of it. Okay. And as beautiful thing, I've seen hundreds and hundreds of people get out of it too. I receive emails every day from people that they've gotten out of it. Okay? This is curable. This is not something that you will live with forever. It does take, yes, certain steps to overcome it. Yes, it takes hard work. Yes, it takes dedication. Yes, it takes a little bit of, getting hit, but getting back up. But you can cure this thing. This is not forever. You will not feel like this forever as long as you put in the steps. Okay? If one person can do it, you can do it. But the fact that thousands have done it, easily you can do it. I promise you. Your situation is no greater than anybody else's situation that's ever gotten over this. You absolutely have the power to do it. So don't let anybody, even yourself, say this is incurable. I'm going to feel like this forever. My situation's so much different. It is absolutely not. You can absolutely overcome this. I guarantee it. You can overcome this. So that's the first myth. The second myth is, if I break up with my partner, I will be cured of retroactive jealousy. Bingo. I fell into this trap as well. I had, one more serious relationship that I suffered very harshly from. This is back around 2014, where I was just like, externalizing, obviously, the relationship. How dare you do this? How dare you do this in your past? If you just didn't do this thing, I'd be cured, right? We wouldn't be going through this. I wouldn't be going through this. This is all your fault, right? When I found out things about her past and that I couldn't get them out of my head. And so eventually I just was like, yep, it's your fault. You're gone. I broke up with her. and I left her. And I was single for about 4 years. 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 And I was single for about 4 ye 4, 5, 6 months, something like that. Didn't, of course, have RJ while I was single. So I'm like, see, I'm feeling good. It was all her fault. Got into my next relationship. She told me about her past, maybe a couple weeks in. Didn't have RJ. I was feeling so good. I was like, see, it was all her fault. What do you think happened about a month or 2 months later? The retroactive jealousy came back. And this is the new person I was dating. Had people from their past that I didn't even know. That was a big thing about my previous girlfriend, is she had somebody that she had been intimate with that I knew personally, and so I thought that was a problem. And so when I found someone that, you know, had been intimate with people but I didn't know them, I was like, oh, see, I'm cured, I'm over it. No, my mind went even more crazier, painting pictures of what these people looked like, imagining what they looked like complete, utter falseness, but my mind created it, right? When I left them and eventually even got with somebody that had like no sexual history at all, still got retroactive jealousy, still got it. Because I didn't like the fact when she talked to other men, or hear stories about when she talked to other dudes, or hear stories about when a dude put her arm around her or kissed her back in high school, like crazy stuff. Because breaking up with somebody doesn't cure it. It lives in here. RJ lives in here. So if you don't take care of the inside, nothing on the outside will ever change it. Nothing on the outside will ever change it. It's very, very crucial to know that. Breaking up with somebody, all this stuff will not work. It will not work. If anybody tells you that it will work, they are a liar. Do not listen to them. It will not work. And please, if there's one thing you take away, it will not work. Okay? This will not work. Breaking up with somebody, don't do it. Don't do it. Because again, the next relationship you get into, it's going to come back, right? Now, if you break up with your partner for other reasons or like that's uncontrollable, right? You got to do what you got to do. But specifically, if you're like, I need to break up with this person because of what they did in the past, how dare they do that? They shouldn't have done that. I'm going to find somebody with less history or somebody with a different history. Your RJ is going to come back and it's going to bust you better than ever. Believe me, I've made that mistake many, many times. And it's very painful. And finally, when I ended up with my wife, that was the point where I knew, like, geez, look at all the stuff that I've done, all these breakups and things like that. It didn't work. I'm worse than I ever was before. And I love this girl, and I've got to fix this. This is a me thing. I have to fix this. And I put in the work to fix this, and it fixed everything else on the outside. My RJ went away and has never come back. Okay? So breaking up will not work. I'm getting ready to say the word. The third myth is thinking that somehow, if I went back, took a time machine back in the past, and changed all this stuff about the past for my partner, everything would be okay now. So I get a lot of this, and of course, this is something that I went through too. You know, my relationship is perfect, but only if my partner didn't do this in the past. If only he didn't do this with this girl, everything would be fine right now and we'd be perfect. If only this didn't happen. I wish I could go back and change this. Here's the thing though, and here's the truth of the matter. And maybe you have to expand your mind to do this, but please expand it because this is very important to understand. Every action, every decision that we take leads us to the next thing. Everything. You can trace back something from your childhood that led you to a certain event, that led you to a certain decision, that led you to a certain event, that led you to a certain decision, that has led you to this point now. Okay, everything that has happened had to happen to get you right here, right now. Everything that had to happen in your past had to happen to get you here right now in your current relationship. Everything that happened in your partner's past had to happen to get her with you now. So if you actually think that going back in time, we can't do that, but let's just say, if only this didn't happen, I'd be okay. If only that thing didn't happen, that thing we're having mental movies about, that thing that we're obsessed about, if that thing didn't happen, you and your partner would never meet. You wouldn't meet. It wouldn't happen. That had to happen in order for this chain of events to spark to take place for you two to meet. And that's the absolute truth. And I trace that back into my relationship and things that happened in my partner's past. and thinking like, wow, okay, she did this with this person. That caused her to make this decision that had her do this, that brought her to that place that night that me and her met. Oh my gosh. Traced it back and made it so that we had to meet. So everything that happened in her past paved the way for me to come along. Paved the way. It's just a stepping stone to get to me. I picture that, right? It's just a stepping stone to get to the top where I am, right? Fill myself with confidence to get to the top where it's me. So don't think that, changing something about the past or going back, oh, if only this didn't happen, I'd be okay. If that didn't happen, you wouldn't be together. So you got to ask yourself, is this the person you want to be with? Is it worth it to you? Because everything that happens leads us to here now. And it's only little events. It's only little decision. It's not powerful unless we give it our power. But it all led up to you. It all led up to you. It all led up to the main event. It all led up to the person they want to be with now, which is you. If they didn't want to be with you, they wouldn't have to. They could go away. But they want to be with you. Okay? So keep that in mind. When you think, oh, I wish I could change this or wish I could change that, don't wish you could change anything, because it all led to this moment. It all led to the relationship. And I guarantee you, rationally, you love your partner. Your partner loves you. You want to continue on with this relationship. But again, we got to do this inner work in here. We got to do the inner work in here. We got to fix the retroactive jealousy. We got to cure it. We got to cure these insecurities. We got to stop put our energy into these thoughts. And when we do that, we find peace. We find happiness, we find satisfaction, we find joy, we find the clarity, we find the love, okay? So if any of these myths apply to you, understand that they are untrue, okay? They are untrue. And know you can overcome this. Know that no outside circumstance can change. Know that these things that happened in the past actually, in a way, are a good thing, because they led to you guys meeting and being together. And this relationship is meant to be, I promise you. I promise you it is. Overcome this thing, and you'll be able to see that more and more and more, that it is worth the work for your partner to live the life that you both deserve together. Again, if you want some more help in overcoming retroactive jealousy, please check those links in the description below for my courses down there. Again, I got 3 amazing courses. I got a 7-day accelerator course, teach you everything you need to know about overcoming RJ in 7 days. I have an OCD course if you're specifically having OCD thoughts, OCD mental movies, teach you how to overcome that. And I also have a mindfulness course. We're going to talk about meditation, mindfulness, the power of us being able to overcome our thoughts once and for all. Of course, if you want all of them, you can bundle them for one low, amazing price. And all of those courses come with complimentary email coaching from me. I want to help you overcome this once and for all, and we will do this together. That's it for me for now, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic day. Of course, before you go, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and I will see you in the next video.